First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw, Watson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
He's going to.
Robinson again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Fuck you, I got the ball.
Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders use the early
You couldn't pick the fucking Jaguars, give me a chance. You still had the better team. Exactly. Oh, I forgot that fucking. I had a chance. I would have just ran the ball the whole time. Oh, man. I got Jerry Jeudy. It's okay. I got Atkins, too. I know Atkins. I remember him. These are familiar names. They're just watch niggas on this team.
And able to get this out to the 25.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm Tom Brady with the Patriots. I'm winning this game. I'm winning this game.
Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Nothing my passer is diabolical though. I ain't gonna lie.
Everyone has matchups that they like.
I know. Fuck you, nigga. My awareness has gotten way better though. Not that much better, but it's gotten better.
Go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Watson. Throw left side. He's got.
See, man, I had to throw it because you realized that low key. I don't like how close. It was like dummy far when I was fucking playing. I like that first person perspective.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
You didn't think I know who Chubb is.
Strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33.
I only know because he's a running back. This team's Tillman. This team's not bad.
Watson.
This team's actually not bad. They're just low rated. They're just washed. They're a bunch of good washed niggas, bro. And Chubb.
Nice gains. That one for 14
Watson's still up
another
coming.
first.
He got some time, I guess.
To throw is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Damn. Oh yeah. I have a fighting chance. I have a chance. I can beat you. I'm confident I can beat you with this team. I gotta not throw picks and play good defense. Like what? This team is nice. Thank God. That was supposed to be a fucking bullet pass and it lobs it.
close to a turnover there in the
I got a lock.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle.
I could do that too, nigga. I stole that from you. That's why I said I know who Chubb is. I remember them. I thought he was on like the fucking I thought he was with Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars. No, I thought he was on. I thought he was on the Bengals. That's what I thought he was on.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are
Wrong orange team. Nick Chubb, went to the Broncos. Bro, if he was on our team, we'd be elite. Go, Nick. Our defense is good enough. Our defense is good enough to carry us. We get Von Miller back in the next, 3 years? Hell yeah. Von Miller wants to come back. We get Von Miller back, our defense will be elite. Von Miller should come back. It'll be useful.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
Oh, yeah.
A really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
I have a chance.
Yeah,
I believe.
You're not telling yourself the truth. If you don't think
this one is a blitz.
Going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone.
Yep.
Now they want to do something even more impressive.
The last one wasn't though. This one was. I ain't gonna lie. I know where to say. I know where to see it now. I'm starting to understand this game just slightly more, but not in a competitive way, just in a basic way.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll be hit.
That's not a blitz. I'm my mom.
And that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense.
Oh, you're punting? I got you. No, you're not punting.
But how about them going back out there, recommitting them?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Fucking stupid.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot on what will turn out to be the play of this first quarter.
A win with the fucking Browns and all teams?
It's the Browns in control of the football.
This will be bittersweet to end my fucking night. And I got McDonald's breakfast on the way? Yeah. That would be bittersweet. Finger licking good. Look at black. Get it? KFC. Yo, this one's going to Jerry Judy. That's not even Jerry Judy. That's Tillman. I'm retarded. Oh wait, that's who. Wait, that's why I recognize that name George. That nigga's fast as fuck. Watch this interception, man.
And you know every offense talks about the
I was there too, and I fucking moved. I'm so mad at myself because I didn't mean to move. We almost won. He's still in the league? Is he old, bro? Or is that Neymar retarded?
And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
It's brought in by Jamison
Yeah.
Crowder.
Damn, that nigga fast as fuck. So I make it 21. Say that, I'm gonna match that, so it's okay. Here we go with the fake touch, with the fake field goal. Oh, he actually did it. Roughing the passer. Fuck.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
I was trying to sideswipe his leg, give him an ACL tear for me during his life. I was on the side of his kicking leg. He could come back in the league, right?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
He might fuck up the way he walks after the ball. Or like ass shaking or something.
And just shutting him off there.
He
takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Bro, you missed it, bro. The first play of the Super Bowl, I got a safety. They safetied us, bro. The Cowboys. Over there.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up.
I'm not going to fuck around and find out.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it. But to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the
this is the first time one of us was punted.
He'll take it at the 42. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Wait, that guy's on
this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
That's how you feeling,
last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
That's how you
they were very
Buffalo
frustrated
Bills?
after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
I was covering who you were guarding, huh? Who you wanted to throw to.
And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This a quick
God, I keep moving, bro.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They go play action. Daniels.
Oh my God, I was about to say. I read that too.
The quarterback got away with one.
We'll circle when the ball's going in the air.
But instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets
that nigga's body broke.
8. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be stopped just
these niggas are
outside the
sticking the
5
fuck
to
out of
6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
All right, bro. I just need to score.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Bro, I still got a shower, bro.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football.
Wow, passing it through.
Goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive.
All right, at least I know I'm not fucking sorry. I'm
every
learning.
team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2
That was
first
low-key a
downs.
fumble, huh?
Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. Now you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a tough-ass fucking... I got right out of that.
60 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
I'm putting up a fight with the Browns. Commanders are a really good team. They beat the Lions. This is current. It is current rosters too.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
I think it's catching up to you, though. Yeah, that nigga was honking you down. Fuck. That's so aggravating.
82-yard kick return. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now.
All right, I see a field goal at least. Wait, you start with the ball, right?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26.
Hey, the blinker for my touchdown, cool. I just said
the Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I pressed AX to keep going, but
they've got a long way to go in a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out.
I know who I want, but I don't know if it's going to get past.
Out of the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws
what? Nigga actually got there. That nigga wasn't even there for him. And he stepped out of bounds. But we're not going to talk about it. I took a chance, but he did step out of bounds, bro. I don't think I gotta get it.
Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin.
I did call the pick.
And the Browns will take over here.
Getting a pick, calling a pick with the Browns is crazy. Fuck you.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with care.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Playing fast.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And
he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Hit as he
that big man's going to grab that one.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted
to. Really exacting that big guy.
In his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Daniels going to throw for it. Forced out to his left.
Bro, he just let that happen. He was right there, bro. I was spinning the square to swat it too, bro. I'm so upset.
Gain of 13 and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now Daniels.
Like, swat that shit, bro.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his
Actually,
second catch of the game so
I
far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision.
I gotta watch Sakamoto Days,
the
third episode, man.
Just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablet.
I was hitting that good thing.
None of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He was unable to shake free.
He's not getting a tip either.
For a loss of a yard.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Bro, Robin had me tight one time. She tipped somebody else like that.
Daniels looking to throw.
That's it, bro.
Incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept
Honestly, the lead could be his. 2 touchdowns isn't that bad.
without a penalty.
I feel like this is why
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
That's the ball, bro.
Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, you suck.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right hash,
You know who I want,
his
but I'm
goal
not
is to
getting.
draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. He ends up missing off to the right.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT.
I'm not mad to this the Browns, but
And his kick is good, and flags fly as
I hit
well.
both of them.
Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but the
5 interceptions
left
crazy.
him no room to run, and the good footwork.
But it's the Browns, so it's not crazy.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And my goodness,
Bro, nigga wasn't even there.
interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he
Nigga,
brings
his stick
this thing all
canceled
the way
itself,
back
bro.
inside the 20.
It's just that very early. How you very early instinct, bro?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Daniels, flushed out right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Cool as fuck.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm not playing bad defense. They're just playing horrible offense.
3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We have played 3 quarters.
No.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, the last game we played. Yes, the other 2 they didn't.
So signs of life.
No, because the last 6 minutes we did it.
Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Way,
and
bro.
all the way inside the 15
That was a
before they
good ass
drop
pass,
him. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any.
Wow. Why did he throw the ball? I pressed the spike button, bro.
By the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. 51 yards.
Bro, this next second, they're still talking about it, bro.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
That's facts I did not want to
Another
know.
versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the
That's so
19-yard
bro.
line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Lost 9.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Doesn't matter. I'm not
Well,
capitalizing.
4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles,
Got
but they're
7
still
picks.
going back to the air and
4 of
looking
those
for
could have been
more points.
touchdowns.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an
Right,
opportunity
through the
for the
wrong
guys to
passes.
come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he bats
That's
it
fine, but
away,
okay.
and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete.
I jumped for
A
that
huge
shit.
gamble, and it does not pay off.
Capitalize for a touchdown. That's going to be the question.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Pass interference! Where's my pass interference at, bro? Ref.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. And that one too far.
Can't throw the ball.
Couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late.
That was my home for hurts almost 30. Nah, I'm Bo Nick, I would have been 30.
From the gun on third, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Doesn't matter,
out
bro.
of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I'm about to get a pick right here or a touchdown.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
No, I fucking trucked him. I did the truck animal to throw myself for it.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point
You guys going for the run, huh?
So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit.
I was going to, but I changed it.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
When we're done, this nigga should
ready
be
for
easy.
this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
You're playing.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
You ran into me, actually.
Learned from them,
you look at
became
it.
great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
You actually did ran into him.
Rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Oh, I should have lobbed it.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Watson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Oh, he stays up, eluding the pressure.
All right, that's roughing the passer, bro.
Solid throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this
Pretty
game.
low, so.
Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure.
Pass interference!
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down.
At the interference,
and
I need
Washington will take
to
control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's the ball!
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's
textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Able to shake him off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Do that myself.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Liking 18. Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown.
That's the ball.
Noah Brown from 21 yards away. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Come into this game where defense was optional, because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise.
Yeah,
but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Said they are.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Why did it go so slow? This nigga just can't throw. That's the reason why I'm losing. My fucking quarterback sucks. That's the only reason why I'm losing, because my quarterback sucks. I'm cooking you on these routes. I'm watching you. Niggas just throwing fucking retarded-ass lob passes. Nigga don't throw them properly. Look at that wobbly-ass pass. And he threw it mad under. I tapped it.
They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That wasn't even a fucking bullet, bro.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Crowder. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Fucking quarterback suck.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
The fuck down, nigga. The fuck down, nigga.
That guy, Draymond Green.
Washington first.
But I'm doing around. I can't like it.
They'll look to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
You think about it, pull up too. This game's ending at the third time.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back pop.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to...
This is low-key not a bad loss for using the Cleveland Browns. I told you 21 plus. My parlay hit. My parlay did hit, boys. I did get 22.
That confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
My parlay did hit them.
Shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now it's Watson. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken.
Listen, you only have 1 more sack than me. You got 5, I got 4. I think the defense.
Second sack of the afternoon.
Whoopsie.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
All right, bro. Good night. I'll let you when I wake up in the morning.
The numbers he was putting up, and there was no shock that they'd be back in the conference finals again. It was just as unsurprising that they stood no chance against Golden State. Portland would put up a good fight and even steal the game, but in the end, it was the Warriors instead of Portland, where we get a sense of the struggle. Playing the Cavaliers once more, still heavy to win it, and everything repeating as NBA champions of the world, now putting game up to the 1 versus Steph, and while things look rough for Curry now, Lillard's reign won't last forever. Because even though for the 4th season straight, the Warriors were in the finals, winning yet another ring, this would be ending soon, with the league about to be shaken up. Kevin Durant was leaving Golden State to head out to Brooklyn, and Delks came back for the Warriors.
And the Warriors win a championship without Durant. No way. I don't see it.
And if you remember when LA left, the Blazers would fall in playoff contention, and now the Warriors would meet the same fate, miss the playoffs the following 2 seasons. In the meantime, Steph now had a shimmer in his eye, realizing he had a chance to catch up late. But that chance wouldn't be executed just yet. Back in the conference finals in 2020 against the Lakers, the Blazers would put up a good fight, with Steph averaging 29 points a game, but in the end, they'd struggle entirely too much when matching Anthony Davis in the paint. The Lakers would send them home 1 series shy of the finals, but Curry still had time. Because if we fast forward to the 2022 and 2023 NBA seasons where we'd seen Portland have a sharp decline as they failed to put talent around their star. In the 2021 season, there was still hope for a ring with a great team. Impressive three-league threats, Robert Covington. McCollum still on the team before being traded, and elite scoring threats off the bench, like Gary Trent, and of course, Carmelo Anthony, who was still on the quest for a ring. Pair all that around Steph, and Portland will have the top seed headed to the playoffs, where in round one, they were against the Clippers. And with Steph and Beverly, the team was missing the six. To go into a much easier second-round series against Phoenix that wouldn't last nearly as long, and as they face off against Denver in the conference finals, they have a slight skin going down 2-0 early back to first place Jokic, and they be pushing up for their first trip to the finals in 6 years, where they would be facing off against Joel Embiid and his Sixers. Well, this is going to be a really exciting final, but it could also be the most important series in this entire simulation. So for that reason, we're going to come back to it in just a moment. Because first, we're going to continue our story with Damian Lillard in 2022. Of course, this season, we all know the Warriors ended up winning an NBA championship with Steph Curry. But for Lillard, it wouldn't be so easy, as he was being eliminated by the Clippers, and in fact, wouldn't be contending the rest of his career, meaning he's now locked at 3 rings, one shy of the goal of 4. And as for the last couple seasons of Steph, he beat out Milwaukee after being traded to the Bucks. So far in real life, the Dame and Giannis duo has produced success, but with Steph and Giannis together, it was a whole different story. Curry's numbers were in a second round of sorts, as he was pairing up with the Greek Freak. The combo of the best shooter ever and the best inside force in the league was a match made in heaven. Quickly, they built up their chemistry in the pick and roll, and with it, they took over, making it to the finals in 2024, where they were facing the Dallas Mavericks, and ultimately defeating them after only 5, before going back to the finals in 2025, looking for the repeat against the young Spurs. And with the veteran experience from the Bucks, they would be getting things done, repeating for their second championship, officially giving Curry 3 tie Dame as he completes the final season, which now brings us back to the 2021 NBA Finals, where Steph has an opportunity to win a 4th ring and a competition. But winning this one here would be a massive challenge, with as great as Embiid has been. The Blazers didn't have any great inside defenders to slow him down. His size and scoring ability felt like the world was collapsing down on the Blazers. But their one key to success was the fact that, thanks to Steph and Curry, Portland was a significantly better team. The team has built their roster out around Steph by surrounding him with guys that can shoot, and it was paying off, outlasting Joel to take both games at home and the lead. However, as Embiid made it back to his home floor, he would be in his natural element, where he plays his best. We would see one of the most impressive final scoring performances of all time, and even though he spent most of it on the free throw line, his 49 points was keeping his team in the series. And it even looked like he could be tying it up completely. In Game 4, still in Philly, Embiid was unleashing a counterattack again, a series-altering game that could spell the difference between a 3-2 tie or a 3-1 advantage, and it would all be decided late in the game with either side within reach. We have a close finish here in Game 4 late. The difference between a 2-2 series versus 3-1.
Playing from iPhone.
Number 5, I'm not even sure who this is with the ball. It looks like Vancaro. It's definitely not. Embiid now. Danny Green keeps it around. Tobias Harris, his 3 is off. Nurkic the board. Portland with the ball now on the other end. Derrick Jones Jr. gets around to Gary Trent. Steph, the pump fake. He gets Ben Simmons jumping. Steph kicks out Gary Trent. Open. 2 for 3. Bang! It's good. That entire play developed by Steph, pump faking, getting Ben Simmons off the ground, driving and kicking out. Steph trying to guard Simmons. Now they go down low to Embiid, who has been a huge problem for the Blazers this entire series. Portland now on the other end. Steph Curry, Ben Simmons on him. Ben Simmons, the tight defense, has advanced the block. Embiid the ball. Ben Simmons on the break now. They're slowing it down, kicking to the corner. Tobias Harris for 3, and Portland is at risk now of losing this one on the road in Philly, now down by 1. Ben Simmons guarding our starting game. Steph Curry trying anything he can to get some separation. Steph kicks it out to Carmelo. Melo's out about Curry. Enough space. And it's good. He reclaims the lead. What a finish here at the end in Philadelphia. Embiid down low in the post. Nurkic is trying desperately to guard him. Embiid the spin move. Draws the foul in the basket. Embiid did end up hitting the free throw there. Portland now down by 1, 50 seconds, coming out of a timeout. Ben Simmons guarding Steph again. Curry needs to get some form of separation here with Ben Simmons. He gets the screen from Nurkic. The pull-up Jay. Steph is providing in the clutch. He does it again. 1-point lead, Portland. Ben Simmons on the right. They're going to Embiid again, it looks like. Embiid in the post. Nurkic, you got to get a stop. Embiid the post fade. It's a pump fake. Swings it around Green. Tobias in the corner. It's off. Nurkic the board. He found Steph. Steph Curry is on a 10. He leads. The dribble drive. Kick out for a 3. His own 3. The pull-up J. All over the great defender Ben Simmons. Now can he get it done at the free throw line? Free throw number 2 here will give him a 3-point lead. Philly has no timeouts, but there is still plenty of time. Steph is clutch with the free throws. Philadelphia now, just shy 24 seconds. Ben Simmons with the ball, down by 3, no timeouts. I don't know if you have time for it too, but they're going for it. Embiid, way too easy. They're going to continue to play the foul game. They end up with Gary Trent Jr. on the line. Still a good free throw shooter, but not as good as Steph. So you'll take this if you're Philly. Free throw 1 was good. Free throw number 2 for Gary Trent is also good. It's a 3-point game again now, just under 16 seconds. Philadelphia is going to have to do something here to get a 3-point shot. And obviously, it's not going to be Ben Simmons. Wainwright, the quick trigger. It's off Nurkic's face for the board. He gets it. The big Nurk is not necessarily the best free throw shooter you've ever seen. He could miss. He misses the first. Nurkic just has to sink one, and this game is completely over. Free throw 2 for the 4-point lead. And as long as they don't foul here, and maybe Philly doesn't get a really quick 3 foul, another quick 3, this one should be over. They get it over to Wainwright again. That one is off, and the Portland Trailblazers survive. They're winning Game 4. After that big win late in Game 4, this series would be all but over. A 3-1 lead was nearly insurmountable, and in fact, it would be over sooner rather than later. Backed by one last exciting shooting showcase from Steph, Portland was on top of the basketball world again, winning their second ring with Curry, celebrating the huge moment, and for Steph, he was also celebrating reaching the goal of 4 championships, officially defeating Lillard in this career swap. And we saw Curry team up with Giannis in the sim. But what if he played out his whole career in Golden State with the Greek Freak? Find out by clicking this video next.
Si tienes que preguntarte por qué es importante empezar tu día temprano, ¿a quién?
The world of Avatar is filled with lore and bending techniques that 99% of people have never heard of. Whether these lore drops come from old internet archives or the yearly novels, most fans just have no idea that they exist. For example, did you know Kyoshi was the first and only glassbender? And Yang Chan could pretty much make black holes. Okay, they're called airless voids, but it's still a really cool technique that no one knows about. A lot of really cool things have been revealed as of recently, and not nearly enough people are talking about it, so that's what I'm going to be changing today. Today, we are going to be going over all of the rarest and even forbidden bending techniques in the Avatar world. Now, this video is a little bit different than my usual content, so please leave a like and comment to help your boy out, and let's get into it. As we're going to be learning throughout this video, there are many subsets of different bending styles. One of the subsets of airbending is sound bending. As far as we know, sound bending has only ever been done once, and it was by the air nomad avatar before Aang, Avatar Yang Chan. After failing a mission, Yang Chan would retreat to a secluded beach in anger. I'm sure all of us every once in a while have yelled out in frustration. Well, imagine what happens when a pissed off master airbender starts screaming and bending the air inside of her lungs to amplify those screams. Yang Chan was able to do that and carve channels into the ocean with her screams, parting the sea and bearing the ocean floor. As one of her friends, Kavik, approached her, he was completely deafened by her screams screaming just being in the vicinity of her, and this is despite him protecting his ears. Even though Yang Chen never used this technique in battle, it's really hard to imagine what the counterplay to it would be. She could most likely instantly rupture the eardrums of her enemies, which is kind of an instant win button, but as you'll learn throughout this video, she kinda has a lot of instant win buttons, so this is nothing new. While Yang Chan's sound bending is definitely scary, the next ability blows it out of the water in how terrifying it is. Yang Chan herself hated this ability so much that she referred to it as vile, and even flat out refused to use it to its natural conclusion due to her own moral compass. And that ability is the ability to drain the room of its air. Or to make things simple, we can just refer to it as room suffocation. If airbenders can bend air from one place to another, it stands to reason that they could also bend air from one place, then prevent the air from flowing back in, creating what is scientifically known as a vacuum, or as the wiki likes to call it, an airless void. Her enemies who were helplessly trapped in a now airless room would slowly start to suffocate to death. Yang Chen never used the ability to kill anyone though, always letting the air back in at the last second. It's also worth noting that Yang Chen was scared of people finding out about this technique and only ever used it when completely alone, fearful of the consequences lest it get out. Personally, knowing what happened with bloodbending, I think she made the right call here. Things get even crazier for Avatar Yang Chen as she had another forbidden technique that we need to talk about, which is a direct iteration of the previous one. However, in this version of the technique, instead she would create a small localized vacuum. She did this in the novels during her many battles with the Unanimity, specifically when fighting Ming-Yer. Yang Chen had created a miniature vacuum in an attempt to nullify a blast from a combustion bender, but Ming-Yer was caught inside of it. When the wind rushed back into the vacuum after Yang Chen let the technique stop, the turbulence was bad enough that it ruptured both of his lungs and eardrums, nearly instantly killing him. In many ways, this is probably the single most dangerous technique in all of Avatar. Unlike most attacks in Avatar, this has zero travel time and is pretty much an instant kill technique. While Yang Chen only ever used this technique defensively, it's hard to imagine her ever losing to anyone if she decided to use this power on offense. I wanted to take a moment and talk about Azula's fire and why she's the only one to bend it. Well, actually, what might surprise you is the original intention behind Azula's fire wasn't supposed to be anything special. The creators just thought it would help contrast her fire from
Hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $22 per hour in communities across America. Hey, we're going big tonight.
You to differentiate between the two in battle. Zuko and Azula's climactic battle wouldn't have been nearly as mesmerizing if they were both using orange flames, so I think they made a good choice there. Later on, the lore was expanded to explain her fire being blue as a testament to her as a prodigy firebender, as blue fire is hotter than orange fire. You can see that she's really just bending regular fire in scenes where her fire turns from blue to orange after she ignites something. In the Reckoning of Roku novel, we learn that Roku, along with Yasu, discovered an ancient text that describes the ability to create blue fire. Unfortunately, Roku is unable to learn the method. However, later on in the novel, him and Sozin are actually able to use blue fire while inside of a spirit cave that amplifies bending. It's stated by Roku that blue fire is significantly more difficult to control than normal fire, and he has to precisely bend in order to not significantly harm his opponents. Keep in mind that Ozai, Zuko, and Iroh were unable to bend blue fire even during Sozin's comet, which means that the power amp given inside the spirit cave must have been even stronger than that, which really goes to show how talented Azula is at firebending, with her control of it being higher than that of a firebending avatar like Roku. This does introduce a small, maybe massive plot hole that makes Azula seem like she should have been stronger than Ozai, but maybe you can argue Ozai has more raw power than her, as this is more of a technique thing. I don't know, what do you guys think? What if I told you there was a firebending technique even crazier than blue fire? When Avatar Roku was in a spirit-enhanced cave, he was able to charge his bending even past blue fire, creating iridescent or rainbow-colored fire similar to what we see dragons bend. The fire was so powerful and wild that it physically hurt his hands to bend, and completely obliterated the cave with the same power of a bomb exploding. I do want to shed some light on what might have been our first hint at plasma bending. There is a scene in this novel where Roku tries to make fire daggers while in this cave, but the flames began to crackle like lightning bolts that they seared his palms and he had to let them dissipate. Next up, we have a technique technique developed by Avatar Kyoshi. In a fight against a criminal gang in the shadow of Kyoshi, Kyoshi's throat was punctured with hundreds of tiny glass shards. Shockingly, Kyoshi was able to use earthbending to remove the glass from her neck. If you didn't know, glass is created from sand and therefore a part of Earth. The most terrifying part of glass bending is thinking about what a glass bender would be able to do with a bunch of glass shards in a fight. Could you imagine Kyoshi shattering a window and sending thousands of tiny glass shards at her opponent? Well, I guess this isn't functionally that different than shooting a bunch of tiny pebbles, but glass is just a lot scarier. Perhaps the most disturbing technique on this list is bloodbending. Bloodbending is a rare subset of waterbending that only true masters of waterbending can ever hope to learn. By bending the blood and fluids within somebody's body, they can literally take control of them like a puppet. The art was famously discovered by Hama in the original Avatar cartoon, who used it to break out of a Fire Nation prison specifically designed to hold waterbenders. Initially, Hama practiced this ability on rats, but then later on moved to puppeteering humans. Of course, she was only able to use this technique during the full moon when waterbenders are at the height of their strength. But this all changed in The Legend of Korra. Knowledge of bloodbending had become so widespread that Yakone, and of course Amon, took this ability to the next level. They were not only able to bloodbend without the aid of a full moon, but they were also able to bend without moving their arms. A technique known as psychic bloodbending. Using this technique, Yakone was able to temporarily beat Avatar Aang, forcing him to enter the Avatar state in order to break it. And later, Amon was able to remove people's bending with this technique, breaking their connection to their chi. Katara even thought this condition was permanent, however, we learned that this could later be solved with energy bending. Due to the dangers of bloodbending, it was outlawed in Republic City. This next technique requires a little bit of backstory. In Kyoshi's era as the Avatar, she wasn't initially identified as the Avatar, and instead a young man named Yoon was thought to be the Avatar.
Introducing Days. Fun, busy, fragranced bath bombs to build your bath routine with a surprise Days mini brands inside. 92% of people said
learning the elements extremely seriously, as well as memorizing sacred sites and other miscellaneous information. Ironically enough, she actually worked at the mansion where Yoon was training. Eventually, Jianzhu would use the spirit Father Glowworm to determine that Kyoshi was actually the Avatar and abandoned Yoon to the spirit after the relationship. As the result of being betrayed, Yoon would take vengeance on the various elite benders who had lied to him about being the Avatar. This eventually led him and Kyoshi to come into direct conflict with one another. The battle between them was close, but eventually Kyoshi got Yoon to lower his guard by apologizing to him for stealing his Avatar hood. When she brought her hand close to his chest to comfort him, instead she used an advanced healing technique to rapidly cool Yoon's body temperature, freezing over both his heart and lungs and instantly killing him. Since Kyoshi was technically bending the liquids in Yoon's body to lower his temperature, you have to wonder, was Kyoshi actually the first bloodbender and not Hama? I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys think. If freezing people's hearts wasn't hardcore enough, get this. Avatar Kyoshi was actually immortal. This was referenced as early as Season 1, Episode 4 of the cartoon, with the mirror saying that Kyoshi was born in this village over 400 years ago. If you do the math, with the time difference of Aang being born and trapped in the iceberg, as well as factoring in the 70 years that Roku was the Avatar, it becomes apparent that Kyoshi must have lived over 200 years. And this was totally not a math error. They didn't accidentally have someone live 200 years. Not a math error, right? But rather a result of her immortality. Okay, I'm joking, but they had a good save here. While it's not directly confirmed, it is heavily rumored and pretty much commonly accepted within the community that Kyoshi learned the secret to immortality from her spiritual guru, Lao Ge. And the immortality technique was maintained through constant meditation, although it's a little bit confusing how it works. I'd describe it as forcibly keeping things in your physical body the same through earthbending. One of the consequences of this technique is that the user's body would no longer change once the technique was started. Lao Ge himself was able to live more than 4,000 years using this technique and had many disciples throughout the years. The one thing we don't know about her immortality is actually how she died, though it's believed that Kyoshi had decided eventually to simply let go of life and allow the Avatar cycle to continue. In the novel The Reckoning of Roku, they further this idea. Kyoshi's final airbending companion before her death, Disha, gives some insight into this. Disha pointed out to Kyoshi that so many of the problems they had been trying to solve were the fault of decisions Kyoshi had made many years prior. For instance, Kyoshi kills someone, and then later that person's son causes mayhem as a way to draw Kyoshi's attention to get revenge. Kyoshi had over time become too cold-hearted and ruthless, completely ignoring the value of individual lives in favor of the greater good. In fact, this caused the Aeronomads to stop supporting Kyoshi entirely. Disha was worried ominously about what Kyoshi might become if she lived another century. In the first episode of Season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, General Fong attempts to get Aang to enter the Avatar state by burying Katara alive. This was so traumatic for Aang to see that this did end up triggering the Avatar state. But seeing this, at least for me, it really raised the question of why don't we see this technique of burying the opponents alive more often throughout the series? For instance, King Bumi will bury himself into the ground to travel quickly or as a defensive move, but why doesn't he try to bury his enemies? Although this wasn't really a thing in the original Avatar cartoon, there is a scene in the novels that kind of does this. Zhenju, the mentor of false Avatar Yun, was infamous for tormenting and torturing people. He was also ridiculously strong and was able to defeat a group of almost 5,000 people. As punishment, he told them to dig a hole deep enough to hide in if they wanted to live. But even though they all dug these holes, he still executed them all by burying them deep into the earth and letting them slowly suffocate to death. Outside of what happened with the Aeronomads, this might have been the biggest massacre in all of Avatar. Potentially even more than the Aeronomads, because it looked like the temples really didn't have that many people. I'm not sure there was more than 5,000 airbenders alive. Now, this is just my personal theory, but I think it makes sense. Due to the sheer cruelty of this technique, burying people alive became a forbidden earthbending ability. There isn't really any official word on if this is true, but it seems the most likely with the information we have currently. Lava bending is an extremely rare subset of earthbending that only a few benders have ever been able to utilize. Most of you are familiar with Ghazan and Bolin lava bending and Korra. However, the first known lava bender was Avatar Sito, who casually has one of the most underrated feats in all of Avatar, using lava bending to erupt 4 different volcanoes at the same time. Many other known avatars were also capable of lava bending, such as Kyoshi while creating Kyoshi Island, and Roku using it to destroy the fire temple during the winter solstice. Lava bending is probably the most powerful technique for earthbenders. Ghazan was able to create lava shuriken out of nothing but a few rocks. He was also able to literally bring down the inner wall of Ba Sing Se, though like many other abilities